All right. So I know it's been a minute since I made my last video. Um, I know I told you it would be a while, or at least for the period of time. I'm only going to be able to make videos on Tuesdays due to work schedule, life in general, etc. Um, but I'm going to do my best to make as many as possible, as frequent as possible. Promise you, I'm trying. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just the schedule's really tough right now. But so anyway, since the time of the last video, before we get into this video, I just want to let you know that I have made a Instagram page for this channel. You can go follow it at DF Sports on Instagram. Um, Basically, just made that help get the word out about the channel. You know, I don't have I deleted my old Instagram account. Um, so I thought, why not just make a channel account? So I did. Um, so yeah, so that's all that's happened since the last time I've made a video. So anyway, so this video, we are in full swing right now of the NBA playoffs. And every year we seem to have this same discussion. Who's going to stop the Warriors, if anybody? And that's the big question, if anybody. The Warriors have won the NBA championship in the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I know for sure in the last 2 years, maybe three. I don't even know. Whenever the Cavs won the championship last was the last time that the Warriors did not win a championship. So yeah, every year the common theme is the Golden State Warriors, as you can imagine. Everybody and their grandma knows that the Warriors are the team right now in the NBA, which leaves the question, who's going to stop them? Is there anybody who can take them down and or challenge the Golden State Warriors? We seen last night, I believe it was last night. What's today? Today's 6th or the 7th. So yeah, last night you seen the Houston Rockets tie the series up 2-2. Last night at the Rockets. And it leaves the question, as I say, who's going to be the one, if anybody, to take them down? And the question really is, can the Rockets do it? Do the Houston Rockets have what it takes to take down Golden State? Now, despite Golden State being the big bad giant, the Goliath, if you will, they are not invincible. Okay, they can be defeated, and they've been tested this season. It hasn't been as smooth as a walk. Now, obviously, the playoffs are a lot different. They just turn that light on and go full throttle because, they seem to be a totally different team in the playoffs. Obviously, not a lot of change this year. So, yeah. Now, as a lot of people thought, when the Rockets got down 2-1 or even 2-0, I thought it was over. I didn't think that the Rockets were going to be able to make a comeback. I thought just another disappointment, another team who couldn't hang with them. But last night, the Rockets tied it up. And that's not saying that Golden State had a bad game. Now, obviously, you had the bad Steph dunk. That was embarrassing. That was really bad. But the Warriors are not playing bad. The stars are doing what they're supposed to do. KD's doing what he's supposed to do. Clay's doing what he's supposed to do. Steph's obviously doing what he's supposed to do. But the Rockets still found a way to win at home. So, can the Houston Rockets take down Golden State now that they've tied the series? I don't know. I'm just going to tell you, I don't know. I want to be optimistic. I want to come on here and just say, yes, absolutely, they're going to do it. But the bottom line is it's still the Golden State Warriors, and you do have to go play on their field, on their court. So, to sit here and say that just because the Rockets have pulled themselves back into the series that they can win it, obviously they can, but it's not going to be easy. And I think the biggest thing that's going to keep the Rockets in this series to win, to have the best chance of winning, the next game is at Golden State on May 8th, which is tomorrow night at Golden State. I don't think they're going to win that game. I just don't. I don't see the Rockets or the Warriors losing in that fashion at the Rockets and then going and losing at home. I don't see it. So what the Rockets are going to have to do to make sure they stay in this series is when they're at home, they're going to have to play lights out. They have to. Like I said, the big star players with Golden State, they were getting 40 points plus and, all that. But what really kept the Rockets in was the heart and the will to win. They desperately want to win. James Harden was making plays. It was great. MVP from last year. He needed to step up in the playoffs. He has a reputation of not stepping up in the playoffs. He can prove himself now, and I think that is probably one of the biggest things from this series. It's going to be interesting how James Harden does. If he's going to choke or if he's going to be able to, maintain that superstar, ability in the playoffs. Because, there's a lot of guys who, they're regular season warriors, but then they come out in the playoffs and they choke. And James Harden is one of those guys, or at least he's been one of those guys. So for the Rockets, I think it's not over. Another thing, Rockets fans. Houston Rockets have great fans. But when they're playing at home, they need to have energy. Even if you're losing, I don't care if you're down 15, 20 points. If you keep that energy up, the players are going to keep that energy up. When you're playing on a court or on a field or whatever, and your fans are cheering you on and lighting it up, that motivates you. And if the Rockets fans, which I know they do, shout out to Steven Rose, big Rockets fan, you want to beat Golden State bad, as everybody does. You're in a position now where you've tied it back up. You're back in it after many people, including myself, thought you were done. So now more than ever, it's really about will. You can't lose at home. You can't. At Golden State, it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard to win there. And it's going to take a lot. And I do think if they do find a way to win at Golden State, it's going to be a close game. But I don't see it happening. So keys to ending this series with the Rockets moving on, dethroning the Warriors. Number one, you have to win at home. Fans have got to bring that energy, keep these players motivated. And number two, they have to keep playing at a high level. Guys like James Harden, Chris Paul, Capella, whatever. You got to keep playing at a high level. You got to keep doing what you do, and don't be intimidated just because they're the Golden State Warriors. There's a lot of teams who just get intimidated, and it's over. You can't get intimidated. You got to continue to play at a high level. If you do, then you're still going to be in it. So, I really, as a Cavs fan, I'm wearing my Cavs shirt, actually. I didn't even realize that. But as a Cavs fan, I desperately want to see Golden State go down. I'm not saying we're going to be there, obviously, now that LeBron's gone. But if there's anybody who I would like to see take down the Warriors, I would love to see the Rockets take down the Warriors. And I will be rooting for the Rockets. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, the keys to winning. Keep an eye on this series because this could get really, really interesting. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and now follow this channel page on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.